Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. In today's episode, we are in the center of Brussels, and yes, it is a really beautiful day right here in Belgium, even though it is super duper cold. After all, it is the middle of winter, but at least we have the beautiful sun. But in today's episode, what we're going to be doing is looking a little bit at downtown Brussels, but also looking at a bunch of comic strip murals that are kind of hidden within all of the small streets in the downtown area of Brussels. And I really love comic strips, so I always like to explore the new comic strip murals that I haven't seen. So yeah, without any further ado, let's explore. The center of Brussels pulsates with historical charm and modern vitality, epitomized by the bustling Place DeBrouckere. This iconic square, nestled in the heart of the city, serves as a hub for commerce, culture, and leisure. Belgium's predilection for construction is evident here as ongoing projects constantly reshape the urban landscape. Amidst this dynamism, Place DeBrouckere as well as its surrounding streets remains a timeless meeting point, bridging the old-world charm of Brussels with its contemporary spirit. In one of the small streets in the center of Brussels, well, we find ourselves in front of our first comic strip mural, and it's the one of Les Aventures de Neron, which is actually a Flemish comic strip which has spanned for 163 volumes of Neron. It follows the story of Neron, a Polish-Belgian head of family, which actually is a sort of bon vivant character that loves food, to drink beer, because beer is very important in Belgium, but he also always tends to go on adventures because, well, he is looking for ways of making money, and monetary opportunities kind of come to him, and when they do happen, well, it leads him to go to the four corners of the world. So yeah, it's really fun. This comic strip is a slice of life. It's a way to travel through the comic strips, but it also has a typical Belgian style of drawing, which is really colorful and beautiful. Les Aventures de Neron debuted in the newspaper Nieuwe Gids in the autumn of 1947, and together with Suske and Wiske and Jommeke, Nero is regarded as the Big Three of Flemish comics. Nearby this mural stands La Bourse of Brussels, a historic landmark steeped in significance, constructed between 1868 and 1873 by the visionary architect Léon-Pierre Suys. La Bourse initially served as a stock exchange, symbolizing Belgium's economic prowess. Its facade is adorned with statues representing commerce, industry, and agriculture. Closed for many years due to construction, the interior has recently been reopened, treating visitors to a breathtaking interior featuring intricate designs and grandeur. Also inside there is Belgian Beer World, an interactive museum about the history of beer. Behind me we have a really important mural that is part of the comic strip route murals, and it's the one called In My Area, which was done by Lucy Mackenzie. And the reason that this mural is super important in this route is the fact that this is the first mural that was actually made by a woman, because, well, until 2017, all of the murals in the comic strip route had been done only by males. So they thought that this should actually change, which is a really good thing. And Lucy Mackenzie, even though she's not a comic strip artist, she did make it in the comic strip style. It's really colorful. It shows a lot of the architecture of Brussels, which is pretty iconic, but it also shows a lot of women that are doing different things here in the city of Brussels, and it's really beautiful. It's super colorful, and again, it's a way to beautify the small streets in the city of Brussels. Lucy Mackenzie's mural In My Area stands as a remarkable collaboration between the Wheels Contemporary Art Centre in the city of Brussels, adorning the entire wall of a house. Nearby, hidden gems can be found like The Angel by cartoonist Isler, depicting a melancholic angel that resonates with the retrospective essence of the 20th century. Belgium, known for its vibrant artistic scene, also embraces folk humor, evident in statues like Hutzinneke, Brussels dialect for the mutt. Crafted by Tom Franzen, it portrays a urinating dog, echoing the playful spirit of iconic figures like Manneken Pis and Janneke Pis. Many comic strips in Belgium are humor-themed, and they also often have a slice of life in them, so it kind of takes a theme about a slice of life, be it school, be it work, be it daily life. And right here behind me, we have the mural of Ducobu, which is a slice of life of school. And it's a very humoristic comic strip that follows the life of Ducobu at school, who is a genius with a 280 IQ. But even though he's a genius, he's super duper lazy, so he always cheats on the first of the class, Léonie du Gratin. And even though he cheats, well, he gets caught, and then the teacher punishes him, puts him in the corner right next to Nanette la Squelette. And it is super, super funny. It's super colorful. It's right here in the center of the city, and I just love discovering these things. They just make the walls more beautiful, but it also kind of makes me reminisce of school and makes me reminisce of my childhood here in Belgium. And I just think that they're wonderful and they're little treasures in the center of the city. The work resulted from a drawing competition at the school. 3 5th grade classes were tasked with matching what Ducobu would draw on his papers. The 6 drawings selected by Gaudi and Falzar now form an integral part of the new fresco appearing on the white papers that Ducobu tosses in the air. Adjacent to the mural lies Fontaines Park, recently restructured and offering serene respite amid urban bustle. Here one can enjoy natural surroundings along with outdoor ping pong tables and a small playground allowing people to play different sports. Alongside the park, a building adorned with another striking mural overlooks the area, and a modern-style statue adds to its charm. One of my favorite murals in the center of town is the one of Les Rêves de Nick, which shows a little boy that is dreaming, and he's actually in his little dream world and seeing a bunch of little things. And it is actually largely inspired on the writings of Little Nemo in Slumberland, because in the early 20th century, there was a big movement to try to analyze dreams. And the author of this comic strip, Les Rêves de Nick, was really enamored by this concept of dreams and the way that we can have adventures in it. So in the early 80s, he made a couple of comic strips based on this character and based on Little Nemo. And it is really, really beautiful. It's super colorful. Unfortunately, this comic strip only had 3 volumes to it, and it wasn't very popular, so they stopped making it. But well, they still decided to make a mural of it. It's super duper dope. The style of drawing is a little bit different from other comic strips in Belgium, but it's still super colorful. It's super nice, and it does make the wall really pretty. Close to Les Rêves de Nick, we find a mural based on the comic strip Cory le Moussaillon, which tells the story of Cory, a young orphan who was kidnapped by pirates before eventually being rescued by the Dutch East India Company, and thereafter goes on many adventures. Another notable mural in the area honors Eddy Merckx, a Belgian former professional road and track cyclist racer who is the most successful rider in the history of competitive cycling. Finally, a mural called Tour à Plomb features the Belgian comic strip author Zidrou, reflecting on all the characters that he has created within his stories. Here we find ourselves yet again in front of a mural that I really, really love, and this one is of the mural of Lucky Luke, and every time I come to Belgium, I will always pass in front of it because, well, it's one of my childhood favorite comic strips that's also set in America, so since I live in America, I can kind of relate to it, although it's also set during the Western times, which is kind of different than now. But yeah, we've seen quite a lot of things during this little visit in the downtown area of Brussels. We've seen murals, we've seen historical places, we've seen some cool architecture. And yeah, I think that this is the perfect place to end this video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. And if you did enjoy it, please be sure to subscribe, hit the like button. Leave me a comment too. Let me know if there's maybe other places that I should go visit in Belgium, in Brussels, or other areas in Europe or the world. I could maybe make that happen. Okay, well, that's it. Have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next video.